And I said how my goal is to like do more research on that and like see how I'm feeling about it, because it is a big decision. It's a big decision. I mean, I shouldn't have to really explain myself, but I think not doing it and not letting it like kickstart my weight loss is a bad idea. I feel like it's an irresponsible idea. And the weight loss injection that I'm choosing is very expensive. And I am so grateful for my members. That is where that money is gonna be going now. Like, if it wasn't for you guys, like I genuinely would not be able to start this medicine. You can't afford AC. I almost just answered with a really snarky answer and I had to stop myself, so be very proud of that. But yes, I can afford AC. Holy fuck. When they said, what, can you not afford AC? I was about to say, I can afford AC for everyone in this chat. It's really not that bad. That's kind of stupid and probably not true. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I have put in a request to see a provider. So that is now going through the system. And the next step, I'm just waiting for them to see, like, because I had to answer all these questions, waiting for them to see, like, am I approved for the next step? Which the next step would be seeing the provider, making the appointment, and then choosing what weight loss injection I want to be on. They denied me. They denied me. Least favorite, super easy, Charlie Gold. And if I have to explain why, then I just ain't got the time. I ain't got the time.
A recent Amberlynn Reid video was removed by YouTube for violating the community guidelines. I've been a viewer in this corner of the internet going on 6 years, and I've seen a lot of things. I've seen a 600-pound woman upload a video of herself eating a family-sized shrimp platter while being smug and delusional.
He explained that, like, mukbangs shouldn't be done by people on a weight loss journey. My whole thing is like, this is, first of all, this is my life. I'm an adult. I can choose what I want to do versus what I don't want to do.
I've seen a 400-pound woman broadcast a confession after attempting to break and enter in someone's home.
For that many hours, you don't check your phone once? You don't check your phone once? No, 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 no. I'm actually like really disgusted. I'm disgusted. Like, I'm so like annoyed. I'm just so annoyed.
I've also seen a bum who weighs about 110 pounds use a stove to start engaging in whatever drugs that has him believing he was a chef and a professional athlete in this lifetime. I've seen a wide range of things, some skirting the line of violation on this platform, and some that have a lot of viewers wondering how that creator still has a channel. Amber has been a combination of both throughout her time on social media. On the 3rd of May, Amberlynn Reid uploaded another one of her What I Ate Today videos. It started out pretty standard for her, looking bleak and big. Amber was feeling disconnected and not feeling the greatest on that work day.
So as you guys know, last week's What I Ate Today video was a flop. I was very disconnected with it, on top of having cellulitis and just going through a lot of different things. This week, I'm also disconnected from this What I Ate Today video. So just a warning, not every time someone goes to work are they connected to it. Sometimes you go to work and you just aren't feeling, you know, up to par. You aren't feeling the greatest.
Amber shut off the food that remained from her Cracker Barrel meal, even though it tastes like hospital food to her.
So I actually already had my first meal, so I'm just gonna show you my leftovers because, like I said, I have a bad habit of wasting food, and it's not too bad. So I got Cracker Barrel, I got meatloaf. I'm sorry, this is not appetizing at all, but I forgot that today was Thursday. I literally thought today was Wednesday, but after I was done eating, I was like, fuck, today's Thursday. So I got meatloaf, hash browns, mashed potatoes, but I am done with this. I'm not gonna eat any more of it. And I also got green beans, which I love a green bean. And I got their dumplings. So it literally only came with 2 dumplings, but it was perfect amount for me because that was a lot of food. And then for later tonight as a snack, which I won't be filming when I actually eat this, but I'm just letting you know that I also got a cookie, a chocolate chip cookie from Cracker Barrel, which I will be eating tonight. Have any of you noticed that Cracker Barrel very much tastes like hospital food? Like, I'm just saying. It's not the greatest. It's given hospital food. Last time I had Cracker Barrel was literally years ago, but I will say the dumplings are delish.
Unless Amberlynn shared some of her food with someone else, she seemed to enjoy more than just the dumplings. Even though the clip of Amberlynn sharing what she just ate is consistent with a lot of the content she uploaded in the past, there's something a lot of viewers weren't seeing. She was wearing a mask. According to Amber, she wanted the workday to go in a different direction, starting with canceling the What I Ate Today video. Amber wanted to get vulnerable and try to focus on the viewers who see her in a gentle way.
All right, you guys, so today's What I Ate Today video has been canceled. It's gone. Goodbye bye. As you can see, I did start the video and I still showed you guys that clip. But truth be told, I was literally just trying to act like I was okay. I was trying to act like, all right, girl, you got this. It's your work day. Like, you have to film this. But reality is, like, I actually don't. So I do want to talk a little bit more, like, about how I'm feeling. I'm gonna be honest, right now I feel very vulnerable. And it's hard for me because I know there are so many eyes watching me that are connected to hearts that don't see me in a sympathetic way. They don't see me in a light that comes from gentleness. They just see me in a biased light. They see me in a way where they've chosen to see me, and nothing's ever gonna change that. But instead of caring about those people and continuing to wear the mask that I started this video wearing, I'm taking off my mask and I'm filming this video and talking about my feelings and thoughts for the people who do see me in a gentle way.
As soon as I heard Amberlynn string together some words to make it seem like she cares about any amount of her viewers, I knew whatever was about to follow would probably have me rolling my eyes. She was just laying the groundwork. Amberlynn went on to repeat similar realizations and conversations she's already had with viewers in the past.
For the people who are gentle about my struggles and my disordered eating. Truth is, I don't have a good relationship with food right now, and obviously, like, that's noticeable. I'm over 500 pounds. There's a lot of people walking this earth who are at a healthy weight, and they also have a bad relationship with food, and they have disordered eating, and you can't see that. But with me, I walk outside and you automatically know, like, that's a big bitch. She has an unhealthy relationship with food, and some days are a lot better and some days are pretty awful. It's not just like what I'm eating, how much I'm eating, but it also correlates with the way I view food, which in return, the way I view myself as well. There have been recent times where it has been better, but today is not that day. And I don't want to film a whole video dedicated to food. That's how I feel now in this moment. That doesn't mean that I'm always going to feel that way.
Amber goes on to say she doesn't want to monetize her unhealthy choices that day, even though she's done it in the past. What followed is what a lot of viewers are speculating may have gotten the video taken down. I believe Amberlynn was faking appreciation for her viewers while trying to connect her memberships to something that a lot of them tend to support, even if they've been critical of her in the past.
So in my weigh-in video, I talked to you guys about how I'm interested in going on another GLP-1, and I said how my goal is to like do more research on that and like see how I'm feeling about it, because it is a big decision. And I saw how like a lot of people were like, wow, that's her goal. Like, yeah, it is a goal to like make the right decision for me, because I am thinking about going on a GLP-1 that I've never been on before. And that's a big decision. And it makes me nervous and it makes me anxious. It's a big decision. I mean, I shouldn't have to really explain myself, but I think not doing it and not letting it like kickstart my weight loss is a bad idea. I feel like it's an irresponsible idea. And the weight loss injection that I'm choosing is very expensive. And I am so grateful for my members. That is where that money is going to be going now. Like, if it wasn't for you guys, like, I genuinely would not be able to start this medicine. It's literally like another month's rent that I will be having to pay every single month. But with the memberships, it's going to help me a lot. So I just want to say I'm very grateful.
Amberlynn Reid is grateful to her viewers, specifically the members. Those members will be the reason she'll be able to afford something so life-changing. The same members she said this to about a month and a half ago.
You can't afford AC. I almost just answered with a really snarky answer and I had to stop myself, so be very proud of that. But yes, I can afford AC. Holy fuck. I keep my AC on 75 or my heat or my whatever's on. I can't. That was hectic. Oh. When they said, "What, can you not afford AC?" I was about to say, I can afford AC for everyone in this chat. It's really not that bad. That's kind of stupid and probably not true. I mean, maybe. I don't know.
That question was in response to Amberlynn going on and on about how warm it was in her apartment.
It is hot. Oh my god, it's so hot. It's 75 degrees in my apartment. It is so hot in here. What is happening? Whew. I might need to turn it down to like 73. I might need to do that.
The question could have easily been a member trolling Amber. Unfortunately, the response did not age well. Amberlynn thought there was a chance she could afford the utility bill of her members at the end of March. Definitely not the first time she's tried to clap back at a viewer with a flex that's pretty tone deaf. Now, holding such an important tool over the heads of channel members in general can be seen as irresponsible. I have no idea if saying something like that breaks community guidelines in any way. However, as someone who has witnessed Amberlynn's behavior towards her members in real time, I find this selective positive position to be forced and fake.
God. I will like just leave this if you guys are too harsh on me. I'm not joking. I'm at that mental state where I'm like, all right, I'm here and I don't have to be. So I'm just gonna peace out type deal. I'm only gonna be on here until my phone dies, I've decided. So whatever comes first, that or the 2 hours, okay? Or are you guys talking about something else? Is that what makes me a narcissist? I always think everyone's talking about me. You know, if I am a narcissist, like, I will wear that badge of honor very proudly. Because I really don't care. Like, you're such a idiot. Like, I genuinely don't even have nice, constructive words for you because you're so, like, dense. Like, you just can't even hear me. Jay, you have no idea what the you're talking about, and I'm about to block your ass real quick. Real fucking quick. I'll say that 10 times over.
That does not happen throughout all of her streams, but this is not a new behavior for Amber, especially when it comes to live streams in general. Amberlynn could easily learn from past live streams and respond differently to her members, which in turn could possibly foster a more supportive following. I guess Amberlynn can stop the fake appreciation to her, seeing that the provider she was attempting to go through denied her the weight loss meds.
So I'm actually going to go hang out with my mom. So that puts me in a good mood. But I do have bad news. If you guys have been watching my videos, I first talked about it in my weigh-in where I talked about how I'm thinking about going back on a GLP-1, which is a weight loss injection. And then in my What I Ate Today video, I talked more about like where I'm at with that. The provider on there messaged me a bunch of questions. I'm going to show you guys the screenshots because I'm genuinely upset. So Zepbound was actually what I was going to be trying because it's great. It's one of the most effective weight loss injections actually. So the provider actually messaged me with a bunch of questions because I have done semaglutide 3 times and they never asked me about like my gallbladder health. You fill out this like questionnaire and obviously you're going to be honest in it. And I said how in the past I have had gallbladder problems. And so they ended up messaging me all these questions also about like my cancer and about my gallbladder. So I responded. They denied me. They denied me. I couldn't even believe it. I felt like I was...
Why couldn't Amberlynn believe it? She's over 500 pounds, yes, but with a growing list of health issues. I think this reaction proves this round of weight loss meds wasn't going to be just temporary or just a jump start as Amber framed it.
And on top of that, which I'm not going to make any promises to myself or to you guys, but I am thinking about seeing a dietitian, which I've seen multiple dietitians. I know exactly what they're going to tell me. Like I said, I know all the tools, I know all the knowledge, I know the information. I just never put them into place. The GLP-1 is going to be a great tool. And even though I'm going to have the tools, I know the knowledge, it would be really nice to see a dietitian who specializes in disordered eating, just to have that like extra support, because I don't want to be on GLP-1s forever. I don't even want to be on it for that long. I just really wanted to like kickstart my weight loss, because I am in this weird cycle where I'll lose 7 pounds, gain it back, lose 7 pounds, gain it back. And I want to be out of it, and I just feel swollen. I feel horrible, I feel horrific, and I'm really just over it.
I don't think Amberlynn was planning on using the weight loss meds as a step in the right direction. She was going to heavily rely on them and throw in a couple of dietitian appointments in for decoration. It would explain why her reaction seems a bit over the top.
Punched in the heart, kicked in the gut, slapped in the face, someone took my eyeball out. I was shitting, pissing, crying, and puking. What does Gen Z say? I'm over there puking in the corner. I was devastated. I just thought it would be easier to go through this telehealth company, but I might like see my physical provider, like the person that I see in person, so then maybe they can like look at my gallbladder again and tell me like, can I go back on this injection? Like, aren't we supposed to be focusing on what risks are more like dire? Me having gallbladder problems is not going to kill me. I mean, it can, but my weight is going to be the issue here.
Was Amberlynn recently placed in this body overnight? And why does she sound more upset at the responsible healthcare providers? Amberlynn Reid is literally in this position due to her own actions. Amber has spent years on this platform openly making a mockery of her health while cashing in. The thousands that she has made monthly going towards feeding her unhealthy relationship with food and unhealthy spending towards unnecessary things, like pots and pans, because something inside of her told her she needed new kitchen stuff.
All right, you guys, so this stuff is not packed away the way it should be packed away. I'm actually going to be putting it in smaller boxes because I don't think anyone would be able to pick this up. But months ago, something inside of me was telling me, Amberlynn, you need to buy new kitchen stuff. So I said, okay. Plus, it's perfect because I know someone who recently just moved into a new home and they actually want this stuff because they need it. We have silverware, we have a whole knife set, we have pots and pans and cooking utensils and just all kinds of stuff in here. Even some really good quality Tupperware, but I have enough. So in replace for this, because I've had this stuff for years and years, I want to do out with the old and with the new. I'm gonna show you guys my new stuff. So I washed my new pots and pans. I had to put all of this together because it came all undone. I had to do the handles and everything, but it was kind of fun. So yeah, that's the new aesthetic I'm going for instead of dark. And then here is my new knife set. Isn't it so freaking adorable? And the knives are white speckled. Oh, I definitely needed a new knife set. I want to start cooking more and I think it's going to inspire me to do so. All my cooking utensils were black and now I have ones that will match with my pots and pans and my knives. So the cooking set came with new measuring spoons and cups. And I literally only had like a couple spoons and a couple forks. So I got a whole new set. The set that I used to have was actually black, but I kind of missed the silver.
I wonder how many dietitian appointments that purchase would amount to.
So I wanted to respond and I wanted to just be like, aren't we supposed to be focusing on like saving my life? Like, I don't understand. I just didn't reply. I mean, they gave me the freedom to continue asking questions, but really what is there for me to ask at this point?
This is coming off very entitled.
So as much as I hate the fact that I was denied, I do love the fact that they're diligent in their shit. Like, no one else has ever asked me about medical history in that regard. I would still give them a 5-star rating if I had to choose because I love the diligence. Like, that's important to have. I just hate the choice that they made. Two things can happen at once. I'm just so upset. Like, genuinely, I just feel super freaking defeated and overwhelmed.
Yeah, I think Amber was banking on these meds more than she let on. I'm sure the memberships that she claimed to appreciate so much could still go towards something that would help with her health goals. Unfortunately for Amberlynn, it might have to be something that requires a bit more effort that she's not willing to put in. None of this is truly surprising to most viewers who have been following Amberlynn on social media over the years. Amberlynn has been circling this drain for years. She mentioned experiencing some recent anxiety about her health.
Like, I'm in a spot where, like, I'm desperate. I'm a desperado. I'm not gonna lie. And I hate showing this side to me because, like, I feel embarrassed and I feel ashamed. But I really do feel extremely emotional about my weight and my health because it's like, yeah, I don't have, like, huge health problems. Like, yeah, I don't have, like, huge health problems. Like, yes, I'm getting over cellulitis, which is pretty scary and it can be dire, but it's like, I don't have heart problems or like lung problems. I don't have diabetes, and it's things I'm grateful for. But like, those things can happen instantly, especially for someone my size. And lately I've just been thinking more about it. I don't know like what has caused this like anxiety inside of me about my weight, but I think it's something that like I've needed to feel for so long and I never did.
Amberlynn did though. She uploaded similar realizations and warnings on her channel throughout the years, sometimes just a few months apart.
I just spent the last 20 minutes bawling my eyes out. And I was listening to In My Blood by Shawn Mendes, and that song is just, it means everything to me. That's lyrically so relatable. It's just lyrically so perfect, and like it just talks about how like it's not in my blood to give up, but I still feel like I need help, you know, that type of situation. So so many people are like there for me. And I got a message from one of my friends saying they don't want anything bad to happen to me. And I get messages like that all the time. I just am so upset with myself. Lexapro never let me feel these emotions. And I think that's another big reason why I gained so much weight, is because I never got to feel the feeling of being this fat because I was numb to it. Like, obviously I knew it was bad and stuff like that, but it's like I never got to process it and feel it. God. I'll watch older videos of mine, and like, especially when I first started YouTube, I was 360 pounds. And I'm 200 pounds heavier now. What? Like, I'll never ever give up. But it's so weird, it feels like I already did, because I gained so much weight. I don't know if I'll upload this, but if I do, it's because I want people to see that this is what could happen to you. There are people out there who watch me who are in their 400s. Don't let it get worse, please. I had so many people tell me, don't let it get worse. And I didn't listen. And I know there's people out there who are like 170 pounds and they watch me so they don't gain more weight. I don't blame you. I don't. It's not. This is the worst imprisonment in the world. It really is. And you don't want to be a part of this, trust me. And it's like, I've lived 2 different lives, it feels like, and it's like, this is the life I did not want for myself, and I would fight for this. I used to fight for this, not to let this happen. And it did, because I stopped fighting. And it's like, I try to go back, and I try to see, like, when did this start? When did I stop fighting, and why did I stop fighting for myself? I don't want pity. It's just, it's like I finally just need to just be honest, and there's things that I want to talk to you guys about, and it's just, it's not because I'm ignoring it or anything like that. It's because I need to talk about them on my time, you know? And I'm scared and I'm embarrassed because so many people watch me, and I've done this to myself, and it just is embarrassing. I feel like I can't. I feel like I'm not gonna be able to ever not be this person, because it's like, even though it feels like it just happened, like, it kind of feels like I've been like this forever. It is the weirdest feeling in the world. Like, I feel like this has been my forever. I don't know or remember what it feels like to be able to walk around a mall without dying, or even just to be able to walk out to the car and fit in the car normally, like a normal person. I don't know how his seatbelt feels anymore. Like, it's just these little things where it's just like, I have ruined my life completely. I feel super stuck, and that's why I'm just becoming desperate by calling a weight loss surgeon, and we're gonna see where that goes. And I want to see a heart doctor, and there's a lot of things I need to do, and I have prolonged the process so much that it's all just now just like jumbled on top of me, and it's been hard to figure out where to start and what to do first, but I think I can do this. I don't want to be overwhelmed. I know me writing down every day, like, lists of things I need to do has really helped me, and
this is where we are 6 years later.
I've had so many people constantly ask me, like, Amberlynn, why aren't you scared? Like, if I was your size, I'd be anxious every single day. And like, I felt fleeting feelings of being scared, but I've never had like true like anxiety about my size until now, and I don't really know what's causing it. Maybe age. Like, I'm 34. I'm gonna be 35 this year. Holy fuck, 35 is crazy.
It's crazy that Amber doesn't realize how much she's been having the same conversations over and over through the years, and repeating the same patterns that have her in the position she's currently in. I know staying within the genre that generates the most views on a creator's channel is wise majority of the time. But that's not the case for Amberlynn Reid. This genre of content is directly connected to her health, one that has been failing for years. Based on the last update Amber gave, she's generating more than $6,000 a month from memberships alone. Let's see what she puts that towards next. I'm guessing something inside her will find a reason to purchase something else that will be of no use to her. Amberlynn isn't as desperate as she claims. If she was, she'd start with the social media break she recently walked back. The answer is not on the platform. It never was, and it never will be.
This has been something that I have been fighting with my whole life, and it's just exhausting. Mental health, it has a mind of its own. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. Sometimes it's low, sometimes it's high. I mean, if you know, you know.
Let's pause real quick and tap in.
I'm working on some cameos, and I just want to let you guys know I have had that open again. So the link is down below.
What the hell does she have merch for anyway? What the f do these friggin' reaction channels have merch for, some of them?
conversation. I hate people that feel entitled. Look at me crazy cause I ain't invite you. Oh, you important, you the moral to the story. You endorsing what the fuck, I don't even like